Welcome, beautiful, to the Creating Change podcast with Emma Bradford. Creating change to fall back in love with ourselves and life. Each episode, I'll be offering insightful stories, concepts, and practical takeaways to inspire your day, reconnecting to the authentic essence within. Are you ready, lovely, to embrace yourself even more and awaken to the magic life has to offer? Let's dive into today's episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of Creating Change with Emma Bradford. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, today's topic is a fairly big topic. For most people, pretty much everyone might have had something related to this topic in their life where they've had to look at how they view their body, how they think about their body, whether they like their body or dislike their body. Maybe there are some limiting beliefs there. Maybe there are some fears or feeling uncomfortable or not liking certain parts of their body. And this is especially such a big topic for women. So this is something that everyone can have experiences with and they have issues with. Though for women, it's a massive, massive topic. Our relationship with our physical body and our body image. In society, there's so much focus on how women look in magazines, online, on Instagram. There are a lot of images that have been touched up, photoshopped, filters placed on top, and they're not true representations of the female body. And this can become problematic because when women, and especially young girls, when they're viewing this, they think, oh, I need to look like that. I should look like that in order to be accepted, in order to be loved, in order to be appreciated. I need to look that way. Forgetting that actually that image is not a real image. And this can bring a lot of stress and heartache, especially if you're not like the images that are placed on magazines and on Instagram. If you have a different body shape, there can be a lot of stress and heartache that comes from this, thinking that you are not like everyone else and that you need to be a different way. And this is heartbreaking to see women that beat themselves up so much and that they dislike their bodies so much because they think they should be like everyone else, rather than appreciating the divinity and the beauty of their unique body, this vessel, this human vessel that they have in this lifetime to use to experience all these wonderful things. So one thing I do with my students is that we go through our image, our perception of the body. Like, how do we view that? And there are two sides to this. We look at the outside and the surface, and we talk about all the different thoughts and beliefs that often come up. I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm ugly, my hair's too short or too long or too dry or too whatever. The list goes on. It's all about being too much something or too little of something else, and not how we think it should be. So that's the surface level. And then we flip the script. We change the story and we start noticing that actually it's not about that. It's not about the surface level. It's not about the superficial level. Yes, there's this desire to feel love and belonging. And what if we start shifting our perspective and looking at how certain parts of our body and our body as a whole helps us to experience things. It's not about how it looks, it's about the experiences that we get to experience thanks to all these wonderful parts of our bodies. Our hands, our feet, our knees, our legs, our hips, our spine, our head, our neck, our arms, all of our body, every single part of our body plays a role. and how wonderful it is to have a body where we have hands that we can use to open things, to use our mobile, to open a door, to hold hands with someone, to hold a book, read a book, to cook, to paint, to draw. All of these things we can do thanks to our hands. Our feet, that we're able to walk, we can jump, we can run, we can dance. I mean, obviously, some people may have some mobility issues or maybe some health issues, that maybe there are some limitations in certain areas. Though, even with that, there is still some things there that they can experience, still things that are wonderful gifts through the senses, through having a nose, through being able to see or hear, depending on the individual person. For the majority of us, we are very privileged and very blessed, and we are able to experience so much, and so much of this often gets overlooked. We just take it for granted. We just go through life focusing on all the worries and the stresses of this human society, all the bills and the to-do lists and all of that. And we forget that we have this incredible working body that we can use. Maybe there are some aches and pains, maybe there are a few health issues, though overall, it's such a gift to be able to have a voice to use, to be able to have lungs to breathe with, and arms that we can give a hug to someone, or eyes that we can see colors, that we have taste buds that we can taste food. Sometimes it's when we go through challenging times or illness or have certain health issues that we realize how much we've taken it for granted. Like most of you, I'm sure at some point have had a cold where your nose has been blocked up and you can't breathe properly. And then as soon as that clears and you're able to breathe again properly, it's such a wonderful relief. And you're like, oh, I can breathe again. I'm so grateful for my nose. And we realize how wonderful it is to have that nose and that ability to breathe air. So if you have some body image issues, if often you look at yourself in the mirror and you dislike things, you focus on what you dislike, a practical step forward and a little bit of a challenge to move forward and start rewriting the story is to pick one aspect of your body. So rather than looking at the whole straight away, because sometimes that can be a little bit overwhelming, it's just start with one aspect of your body, one aspect that you feel, okay, yes, I can tap into a little bit of gratitude about that. Even if it is as small as one finger on one hand, and that you're appreciative that you have that finger, that you're able to do something with that, that you're able to perhaps hold a pen with your two fingers. That's still something to be grateful for. So finding something so small, even if it is just your ear that you're able to hear, or your nose that you're able to smell, and all the wonderful scents that you've smelt over the years. The smell of fresh bread, smell of coffee, smell of the fresh grass, or a beautiful flower, jasmine flower, whatever smells you like. There are always things that we can be grateful for, and things that we have been able to experience thanks to those parts of the body. So pick one aspect of your body, focus on that first, and just list all the things that you've been able to experience thanks to that part of your body. And then you can start expanding this out. So it really depends on you, like how much you want to go into this and how easy you find this or how challenging you find this. You may want to just stick with one aspect of your body for a week, or you're okay with that for a day and you're happy to move on to other areas of your body. Maybe you feel fairly okay and you can look at your body as a whole and start appreciating all the different areas of your body, all your different arms and legs and limbs and internal organs and things that you can see on the surface level as well, your skin, your hair, nails, all of that, and just notice all the things you've been able to experience thanks to having that. Choosing to rewrite the story and not seeing the body as something of how it should look, though a gift in what it helps you to experience. The body is a vessel. The body is this material, physical vessel that we animate, that we embody, our essence, our soul, whatever label you want to put on it. Our energetic frequency resides in the body and animates the body. We have this incredible physical body to use in this lifetime that helps us to experience life. Our body is divine. Our body is unique. Our body is a gift. So let's start choosing to see it that way and start appreciating all the things that we can experience thanks to having this body. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about what you get to experience in life. Feeling the sun on your skin, feeling the warm breeze through your hair, smelling a beautiful flower, seeing the colors of a sunset. All these areas of our body, our eyes, our skin, all of that, we get to experience these incredible things thanks to those parts of our body. And those of you with monthly cycles, the time of the bleed is a wonderful time to reconnect to the body, that wonderful primal essence. It's a wonderful time to go inwards, a wonderful time to connect to the intuition and really just get to know how this body works, the body that can create life if you choose. So there are so many different things that we can experience thanks to the body, through ourselves, through life, when we connect with others. There are many things that we can experience. And it's incredible to have this body. So starting to focus on what we can experience, what the body gifts us, what gifts the body presents to us, rather than how it should look. It's more about what we can feel thanks to it. So start focusing on the feeling and notice, what have you been able to experience? So pick one area of your body and focus on that today. All the things that you can experience thanks to that part of the body. And next time you're in the mirror, start to really pay attention to what you're thinking about. Start to change the story step by step. And as I said, you can just go like one part of the body to the next part, to the whole body, and eventually you might get to this place where you actually love and appreciate your body so much that you tell yourself that you love yourself and that you love your body and that you feel so good having this wonderful body to use in this life. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, beautiful. You're amazing. All resources and links can be found on my website, www.emmabradford.net. Link is in the show description. Do come and join my community and share your takeaways from this episode. I'd really love to hear. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I wonder, what magic will you experience in life today?